a more sedate competition, at least for the onlookers, the wing sleán competition. Now, if you were digging turf vertically, like potatoes say, you'd use a wing sleán. It's more generally used where the turf is dense and where the bog is more easily worked. It's the more common implement for digging hand-won turf.
The prize money is as follows. First prize, the wing sleán, £150. Second prize will be £100. And third prize will be £50, plus perpetual trophies. The rules of the competition are as follows. It will be judged on how you raise your head sod. The shape of the sod must be 4 inches by 4 inches by 9 inches in the wing sleán competition. How the sod is thrown, that your back bank must be straight after the event. Your front bank will be sloped. Also, people that are going to wheel the turf must throw it no more than 2 sods high. That is for drying purposes. Also, the barrowmen must line their turf out straight. It must be left in a straight line. Now, if there's any scrap on the bank after the competition, you lose marks. Everyone must cut the full size of the hole that they're given to cut.
All those things are taken into consideration. The shape of the sod and the speed and the tidiness and neatness of the cutting, and the same applies to the barrowmen, the way to throw the turf in neat rows and that sort of thing.
You just have to throw it into
just have to throw it. You can't let one barrel fall in on top of the other. Each one has to be put on its own. Separate, so as to allow for spreading it out for drying after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And continue like that, and all things are taken into consideration. Not necessarily the speed, but to get marks for speed, but just neatness and nice job done,
Well, do they all employ the same technique?
More or less the same technique. Some lads have something. Some lads stand back a little bit more from the sleán and more of a slant in the sod, and more lads stand over it more, But it's more or less the same technique that's used all the way. Yeah.
Well, is there any physical attribute that stands to a man? Height?
Yeah, well,
weight?
Good, strong. You see good sleáns men, and they're not very big men, but
right. Not at the bend so much.
No, yeah, that's it. A tall man he's a little bit awkward standing over a sleán because he has to stoop more, But then tall men use longer handles to their sleán, you see. That sort of counteracts that situation.
Oh, I understand. You can get... In other words, they can actually have a sleán made to measure, so to say.
Oh, they have, yeah. Well, each sleansman usually yokes up his own sleán, what they call yoking it. You handle it and fit it all to your own liking. And some people like it a little bit different, more lifting and more of them like it just, just an ordinary straight type sleán.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some of them like it with a long handle, and then more like with a short handle, and they put a horn on the end of the sleán to have it to grip in their hands. Yeah. Usually a cow's horn or...
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
They don't lean on it with their chest or anything like that, do they?
It's just the use of the arms. You do it with the strength of your arms. You just get your shoulder behind the sod, putting down the sleán.
I see.
Yeah.
Was there any local favourite?
Well, they're neutral judges. They're all outsiders, and they don't know you nor they don't know me. So I don't think there'll be any favour in it today in any case.
How long would it take a good turf digger to supply me with a winter's turf, to dig it out?
About 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah.
And what quantity do you suppose you would dig in 3 days?
Well, about 2 lorry loads of turf now. There'll be about 20 tonne of turf, say.
And would it take 20 tonnes for the winter, by the way?
Well, it would, yeah. That would be about the normal 2 lorry loads of turf, say, about 20 tonne of turf. Yeah, that would be about the normal quantity required for winter, yeah.
But how would you judge a good turf cutter?
Well, Amanda can just see. You just judge your sod as you go around with the sleán each time you put it down, and you've no way of measuring. You just have to judge it, and just to be able to dig up the same number of sods each time you cross the road. That you want to 14 sods this time and 15 sods the next time, because if you don't keep them all around the same size, you're going to finish up with a small sod next to the bank, or vice versa. The other side.
So ideally, they all should be the same length.
Yes, or the uniform length and uniform thickness, you see, and you finish up then with a nice neat job done at the end of the day. Yeah.
What will happen to all the turf that's dug here today? Who will get it?
It's auctioned off at the end of the day.
Anybody with £20? £20 I'm bid. Thank you, sir. £20 I'm bid. Who will say 25? 25 I'm bid now. Say 30 for you. 30 I'm bid. Say 35. 35 I'm bid now. 35 I'm bid. Selling all the way to the gentleman there, £35. And he has the option of buying plot 24 at a similar price if he so wishes, selling for £35 once for 35, Twice for 35 against you all for the third and last time. All done, £35. Sorry, sir. Sold.
£35 for each lot. Is that right?
I honestly thought I was buying the 2 plus for the price of 1, but
You got carried away. That's all.
No. It's for a good cause here, and it'll get myself, my wife, Annette, and the children out for a bit of fresh air. So that's the reason why.
It's a good value at that money. You think?
No, there's a bit of hard labour in this.
The work that was done here today was very fitting, and everyone was a winner. Everyone was a winner. Come on, give them a big round of applause to the competitors. Thank you. The best name, and I tell you, they did lovely, tasty work. In second place was Pat Connolly from Carberry. Of course, the winner of the breast name is a well-known man in turf cutting circles. Give a big round of applause and a big hand for Martin Brennan. Now the moment we've been all waiting for, the 1985 Irish nationwide champion. In third place was a man called Tom Cully. Tom Cully works at bank number 16. In second place was a man, I don't think he competed in the competition before, I don't remember him, maybe he did. Mick Shorten. Come on. The 1985 All-Ireland Irish Nationwide Turf Cutting Champion is John Grace from Carberry in County Kildare. The first time for Carberry. The men from Pearl Pass are taken back